Hello, it's good to see you here today on what is going to be a mixed weights conditioning class. When I say mixed weights, I'm going to be working from 4s to 5s to 6s. So through each session, it's all going to be mat work, but through each session we'll be getting up with those weights. It's going to be a 4-minute or a 2-minute circuit on each. So I've picked 3 sets of weights that I want to work with, the 4, 5 and 6. So again, just go up each time so it's progressive for you, whichever where you decide to start with and to finish with. You also need a mat because we're getting on the floor, and you also need a bottle of water. Take water whenever you want to. Okay, if you've got those weights, decide which ones you're going to use. Just put them by the side. We'll get ready to work, and we're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm just going to lift those arms. Little kick out for me. Feel those shoulders working for you. My rib cage is down and in. My abs are pulled in. Lovely, good. I'm just going to pull down with one leg here. Little push. Good. Feel that you're actually pushing through the air there, nice and strong. I'm just going to change sides on this. Here we go. Little change. Pushing down. Feel those shoulder blades being pulled down, back there. Now reach up and over. Little reach up. Lovely, good. Just dropping through the legs. Get that lift. I'm going to walk it to the front into that V-step. Here we go. Little V-step. Wide at the front, narrow at the back. Dropping it down. Just feeling it in the thighs. Up on your toes. Reach it up. Good. I'm opening out those ankles. Now let's go back in the other way. Feel a little stretch between the shoulder blades. I'm going to do a step leg curl, step leg curl. Remember, we get those across the front, so we're just walking up those pecs there. Good, nice, strong, and then push back with the elbows. Same with the arms, but I'm just going to bring the knee up. Lovely, good. Just across and then turn. Feel it through the waist. Lovely, good. Walk that V just with the other leg leading. Dropping it down each time. Got another 4. 2 more. I'm going to keep the legs out wide this time. Lovely, good. And just roll the hips. Now the other way. Feel a little hamstring stretch off. The legs are straight. Then my legs stay still, my hips stay still, reaching up. Feel that rib cage coming away from the waist. Lovely, good. Can't see my arms, I'm not bowing forward. I'm just drawing that circle above my head. Lovely, good. Little step touch, just squeezing those elbows together. Now point at the front and open out. My thumb's just going backwards. Step touch it for me, step touch. Squeezing those elbows together, get those pecs to work for you. Lovely, good. And then out. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to do a little bend forward here, little bend forward. And coming back up. Lovely, good. I'm keeping those straight legs all the time. Down and back up, and I've got one more. One leg in front of the other, just a little runner here. Just using that hip flexor, get that leg up. Okay, planting that foot. I'm just isolating that shoulder, my rib cage down and in, my abs are pulled in. Change over those legs. On that runner. Yeah, then I'm going to plant that leg. And a nice big circle, just isolating that shoulder each time. Okay, well done. Just give it a little shake through and we're ready for our first circuit. I'm going to start at 4, I'm going to go into 5, I'm going to go into 6. And remember, there's going to be a 4-minute circuit, a 2-minute circuit, a 4-minute circuit. Okay, so I'm going to have the 4s first. So if you grab me those heavy weights that you're going to use, I'm going to come down onto the front here. You will have 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off for the changeover. Okay, are we ready? My knees underneath my hips, my hands underneath my shoulders. Are we ready to go? I'm putting that timer on. We're going from 5. I'm going to do a knee lift with that 4. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So I'm getting that squeeze up and down. I'm using my glute right through to the lower part of my waist there. Squeeze it up. Lovely, I'm keeping balanced. I'm square on the other knee. I've got my weight on both hands. Now if you know the exercise and you're happy to do it, take one hand off. I put my hand on my back and I know my back is not changing, it's not dropping to get that lift. It's all about that glute. Get that squeeze up. Lovely, good, squeeze it up. Good work. 3, 2, 1. Changing it over onto that other leg. This is going to be a 4-minute circuit on this one. So, nearly full 4 minutes of work because we're just working on that 50-10. My abs are pulled in, my hip facing towards the floor on both sides. I don't get a turnout on that other leg. Lovely, good. Give me that squeeze. Hamstring to keep that weight behind it. My core pulled in, my elbows can be soft. If you want to, you can lift that other hand off and really give me that squeeze through the glutes. Lovely, good. I'm keeping my shoulders level. I can feel there's more work going on at the front side here if I've just lifted that arm off. A little bit more stabilisation work done. I'm still getting that good lift though. 3, 2, 1. Here we go again. Onto my first leg. Putting that weight behind. Go, well done. How we doing? We got there. Core pulled in the whole time. Shoulder blades back and down. And I get that lift. And it's all about the glutes. Getting that lift. Hamstring to keep that weight there. And then my core keeping me all facing towards the floor. I don't turn that leg out at all. And then it's an up and a down. You can go at your own pace on this one. Good work. Get me that lift. Well done. 25 seconds left. Last time you're doing this exercise on this leg in this session. Get that lift. Give me that squeeze. Last few seconds now. Really feeling it on the glute. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good work. My last minute of work on this leg lift before I move on. And give me that leg lift. Lovely, good. Give me that squeeze each time. Keep on focusing that you're keeping your hips towards the floor and that you've got that knee straight. Then if you want to, you can lift that other hand off the floor. Just makes that stabilisation just a little bit more difficult. I'm still getting a good lift on that each time. Good, we're coming down into single figures. Here we go, 9. Last few seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And good job. Well done. We are moving on. I'm going up in weight, as promised. I'm going up to my 5, and I've just got the 1, 5 over my head as an anchor. Enough length to get your legs to straighten off. So it'll be about the stabilisation through the middle, and then a lift as well. So the weight's going over my head. I'm getting a straight leg drop or a bent leg drop. Here we go. Over the head. Going in 5. This is my anchor, my legs. Single leg drop, straight if you want to, or half a leg. There, up to you, but What I want you to feel is that your arms are above your head, but your rib cage is down and in. Lovely, good. Doesn't have to be hurried. We're not doing the reps. We're doing that stabilization. Lovely, good. So forget leg drop each time. Up to you how low you can go. If you can, to the floor, just tap that heel and bring it back up. I'm going single leg because you will be doing what is basically 2 minutes of work. Lovely, good. Just going to rest my legs here for that 10 seconds before I go again. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Give me that leg drop. This is where it really begins to feel it on that core. Gets a little bit more difficult then on this one. This is your last minute of exercise, doing this particular exercise before we move on to our sixes, our heavier weights. Lovely, good. So progressive, remember, each time, through each little mini circuit. Good work. That core pulled in, my back stays absolutely stable all the way through. Don't get any arching of the back. I'm not being pulled down by my legs. 3, 2, 1. And good work. Well done. We are moving on into our sixes, or your heavier weight, whichever one you've chosen to do. Okay, on my sixes here, I'm going to do strong stance here, a pull back, then I'm going to come up with that leg and get another pull back. Then I go back down. So I'm always slightly leaning forward from my hips. I'm not upright, always slightly leaning forward to keep your zip and hollow on. And I'm picking up that big weight, but it's a short lever. Are we ready to go? So it's here, just above my instep. Abs definitely pulled in. Back nice and flat. There. Up. And again. Lovely, good. Down. Give me that lift. So again, I'm not rolling over here. I'm keeping that stability. So there's a lot of work to be done on that front leg on this one. Good, give me that lift. And you're keeping the same position with your back each time, just taking that knee off the floor to give more work to that front leg. Lovely, good, here it is. And give me that lift again. I'm keeping that short lever because it is a heavier weight. For me, that's 6 kilogram or whatever you've chosen to go with the heavy. Core pulled in the whole time. Last few seconds, I'm in single figures. It's going to be a 4-minute circuit, this one. Lovely, good. Changing it over for you. Over into the middle there. Leaning slightly forward. Other arm. This other arm can be out of the way wherever you want it to be. Lovely, good. Up. And then back down. I'm keeping that back strength all the time. Lovely, good. Just coming up. And up. Lovely, good. Just coming up for that second one each time. Good, lovely. Keeping nice and balanced through the middle there. Really feeling it on the glute and the thigh of that front leg. We are now coming down into single figures before we change legs again. 2 more minutes and we finish off this first circuit. 3, 2, 1. And good work, well done. On to the other side. Where I started. Lean forward. Flat back though. Straight back, should I say, not flat, straight. And up. Good work. Down. I'm getting that strong upper back, pull back each time. But only on that second one, my leg has to work harder. There, you can hear it in my voice. Up and squeeze. Good work, well done. Especially if you can go with that heavier weight. That heavier weight, whichever that heavier weight is for you, you work with it. Lovely, good. 15 seconds left. And up. Good work. 2, 1. Lovely, good. Ready for our last minute of work on this little mini circuit, our first circuit. Okay, here we go. Leaning forward, straight back, come up on that leg, and again another good strong lift. Lovely, good. Drop and lift. Good work. Last few seconds now. Let's work it to the end. And well done. We are moving on into my lower weight again. I've got my 4s. Okay, so just grab me that lighter weight again. I've got the weight behind one leg. Show the exercise. We are down on the floor. And I've got both legs up like a tabletop, but with this leg firmly holding that weight. Okay, so it goes down and then I do a scissor motion and it comes up. And then the scissor motion again with just the weight on one leg, and then I'll be changing over those weights. So I'll end up as a 4-minute circuit again. Right, have we got that? Behind the knee, I'm up with my knees over my hips. My hands can just be out to the side on this one. Okay, down with one leg. Scissor the action and push up. Lovely, good. So we're still really using those glutes. Core pulled in the whole time. Lovely, good. And push up. Make sure each push up into that bridge is really nice and strong and even. Try not to leave the hip with the weight lower than the other hip. I have to push really through one leg up. Core pulled in the whole time. Three, 2, 1. Good work. Just changing over behind the other leg. Up in my tabletop position, ready to go. Arms out at the side. Drop the free leg down and then the weighted leg. Whoops, other way round, sorry. Drop the weighted leg and then obviously up with the free leg. Lovely, good. Body wanted to do what it was doing before. Okay, and push up. Down and push up. Good, so really feel it through that hamstring, glute, and also my back on that side. Core pulled in the whole time, so I know I'm not going to extend my hip bones up. I'm not going to change the angle of my lower back. Comes nice and straight up, pushing out of those shoulders, pushing through the heel. 3, 2, 1, and I change it again. Up with both those legs, just got that 10 seconds, not really a recovery. Okay, dropping it down, and doing the lift. That's it, good. So we're back on that original leg. So again, it's a short lever, but it has got a weight on it. So really keep that zip and hollow on. Remember, core work vital to everything that we do. My zip and hollow, belly button pulled in, rib cage stays down near my waist all the time. Lovely, good. So we've really got that strong through the middle to let you doing the work you're meant to be doing with your arms or your legs. This time is legs into my back each time as well. And push up. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, changing it over. Okay, dropping my weighted leg, dropping my non-weighted leg to do the lift. That's it, good. Up, squeeze. And push. Lovely, good. Give me that lift. Good work. Up. And well done. We are moving on onto our 5s. And I'm just going to use the 1, 5 on this. My legs are out. My head is always up. I'm going to do the roll up. Here in my V-sit, I do 4 and then I go back down. Lovely, good. If you don't want to do the roll up or feel you cannot do the roll up all the time, you can do me some little sit-ups like this. Then get that squeeze. Okay, are we ready to go? Heads up, ready to go. My knees are out, my heels are on the floor, they stay on the floor as I roll through that lower back into my V-sit. Your feet can be up or down on this one, I don't mind. Lovely, good. And then going down. Head stays off the floor. Coming up, give you that twist. Lovely, and then go back down. Coming up, 4, 3, feet can be off the floor, 2, 1, whatever you feel, but then heels go on the floor for you to do that roll down, that roll up. So a lot of core work on this as well to get that roll through, that stability, rolling down, roll back up in my V-sit, feet on or off the floor, into single figures now, down, coming up, 3, 2, 1. I rest it, you put your head on the floor for that rest. Then we're going to do that again, second time. Head up, here we go. Lovely, good, and drop it down. Coming up. Lovely, good. Just a 2-minute one this time. Lovely, good, and drop down. Coming back up. And down. Give me that roll each time. Really feel that you're in control of that V-sit. Last few seconds, we're in single figures. 3, 2, 1. And good work. Well done. I'm coming and getting my 6. And this time I'm getting the pair of 6s. So I'm just going to pop these back. And my 4s. There we go. And my 6s. Lovely, good. So this one is about stability. And I'm going to get alternate pushes up. And I've gone heavy because I'm going to be on the floor. My shoulder blades stay on the floor. Do not let your shoulder blades come up and try to assist. It's about on the floor here. I'm getting a lift. I'm getting a lift each time. Lifting up, lifting down. Just alternates. You've got 2 minutes of work. Sustain those heavy weights if you can. Okay, I do the push up. So control it on the way up and on the way down. Lovely, good. Lift and then drop. Core pulled in. Good, give me that push. Just alternates. So again, your body has to think about what's going on here. Lovely, good. Don't let your shoulder blades come off the floor. Get that push up from the pecs. Lovely, good, but in a safe position on those pecs. Core still pulled in, even though I'm lying on the floor with this one. Lovely, good. I can rest it. 10 seconds rest, which is not really enough for your body to think that it's getting a complete rest. Lovely, good. Just for you to visualise what you're doing each time and keep that concentration up. Good work. Push. Good, give me that lift. Really feeling it through the arms now. If you've gone with that heavy weight, that work on the way up and on the way down. 3, 2, 1, and good work. Well done. We're going to take a little water break here, and then we're going to come on to what is our last circuit, 4, 5s and 6s. My first one, the 4, is a 4-minute circuit still. So I'm just moving these out of the way. It's going to be a diagonal. So here we go. So give yourself enough space. It's going to be my diagonal abs. Both legs are up, diagonal, and then it comes back in. Now it can come back in as a bent leg, or if you want to, as a straight leg coming in. I'm trying to keep that arm straight-ish the whole time as well. Okay, are we ready? Just grab me that lighter weight, whichever it is you want to work with here. 3, 2, 1. Now here's the challenge, out diagonal and up. And keeping both hips on the floor. My zip and hollow is on, my other hand can just be down by my side or out shoulder height, up to you. This will really work the pecs as well. You'll feel it in the next few days. Feels like almost like a sit-up. You've already done me that lift with the heavy weights, so those pecs will get a good workout on this. But here my core is really helping me as well. Stay nice and steady. Lovely, good. Just that diagonal will really get those long abs right through the front there, going across from hip to opposite shoulder. Keep that strength going. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. I'm ready to go on the other side. Coming up. Okay, out diagonal, one arm, one leg. And again, you can bring it in straight like I'm doing here, straight. If you feel that's too much, you can go out straight, but come in as a bent knee, and then go back out straight again. Lovely, good. So do challenge yourself. So if you get that challenge from a straight leg, that's great. Good, we are doing this for 4 minutes. And again, I'm absolutely stable through the middle. My spine does not come off at all, my hips do not come off on one side. The opposite side where my leg is going out, that's where your hips might come up. So stay long in the neck as well, don't let those shoulders, as you get tired, don't let the shoulders come up towards your ears. That's it, keep good form all the time. I'm getting that leg lift. Good work, 3, 2, 1. Back onto my original. You have got what is basically 6 minutes of work left. 2 on this one, 2 on the next one, 2 on the last one. Yes, so you're doing really well. That's it, good. Keep up that strength. Keep up that good form. I'm keeping my hips on the floor, so I'm getting out diagonal and then coming back up again. Good, do not let any other part of your body come off the floor. Keep it all strong. Pecs working for me. Core is really pulling my belly button in towards my spine. My rib cage down towards my waistband, so it's been really kept low the whole time. Even when that arm goes out, really work those pecs. There to get that back up. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. My last minute on this side. again, this other arm anywhere you feel comfortable with putting it. Often it's quite good to put it out shoulder height, just because then you get a little bit more of a structure going on. Wide arms at the top. And it does keep that shoulder on the floor. As that other arm goes out and that pec squeeze back in. Lovely, good. So I'm keeping it under control the whole time. Really working that front of that thigh, the hip flexors on here, but really it's about that long lever and being able to keep hold of that long lever with my core. Good, squeezing it up. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. This, I'll work it up to a 5 weight and I'm going to put it in between my knees. So I just need the 1-5 this time. In between my knees. Back to front like that there, so they're comfortable. My inner thigh is having to work for me. My head's up, elbows out, thumbs underneath my cheekbone for that squeeze in and out. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Give me that squeeze in. Good, elbows out the whole time. Think about that long abs from the front, pubic bone at the front, all the way up through, hooked in underneath your rib cage. Now again, if you want a little bit of an extra challenge, you can just let it go beyond and then bring it in. Up to you. You can keep with a crunch, like this here, my elbows out wide, or you can do a little drop down and then a crunch in. Up to you. But what I'm doing is, I am getting my coccyx off the floor if I can here, but then when I go down, my back stays absolutely still. Lovely, good. I'm taking that 10 seconds. I know I have got 3 minutes left of exercise. Okay, here we go. 1 more minute of this. Lovely, good. Up. I'm doing that little drop on this one. Up to you though. Want to keep on doing the crunch. Or get that little leg drop out. Really works those abs. Stabilization on the way out. Contraction on the way in. Lovely, good. You have got 15 seconds left. Drop. Squeeze it in. Really feel it round the middle there. 3, 2, 1. And good work, well done. Coming up over to your front. And I'm going to pick up that heavy weight for my last 2 minutes. Now the heavy weight here, if you haven't done this before, is going to go on your lower back. And we're going to be using a bear stance. So my hands underneath my shoulders, my knees underneath my hips. This is going to sit on my back here. So knees are in line with my hips, hands I tuck under, and I come up in that bear, and then I go back down again. And you'll have 2 minutes, just with a quick 10 seconds off in between, just to refocus. Hands underneath my shoulders, toes tucked under, and down. Lovely, good. So I'm feeling it through the pecs as my weight comes up and my weight's on my hands and my toes. I'm feeling it on the fronts of the thighs. They mustn't go back, they must stay right underneath your hips for this to work. Lovely, good. Lovely. Feel that stabilization, feel that upper back work as well as through your pecs. Belly button pulled in towards the spine, so I know it's not going to let my lower back drop. Here we go, 10 seconds off before we do our last bit of exercise in this session. Okay, tucking your toes under and up we go. Lovely, good. Keep focused. Hold that there. Then go back down. My elbows very slightly bent back. So there's a little bit of tricep work going on here as well. Lovely, good. Here you go, your last 20 seconds now. You've done a fair chunk of that 50. Good, 15 seconds now. Up and back down. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Carefully come back, take that weight off. Congratulate yourself on getting through all that. Good work, well done. All I've got now to do is my stretches off. We have come off that timer. I'm just going to find you something a little bit slower, and here we go. My first one is coming down, those hip flexors that worked a lot for me today on the diagonal dropouts, on the straight dropouts. I'm just going to get that to drop down and in. So again, my weight is right over in the middle there, so I'm just getting that stretch out. Okay, I'm going to change that to a hamstring stretch. You can sit right back on that unless you don't want to open that knee. Otherwise, I'm up here, just pushing back with my hips. And then my chest is coming down towards that leg. Lovely, good. Just really feel that you can get those hips high and push back. And then you tip over so you can get a really good stretch out on that hamstring. Put both knees together, and then I'm going to do the hurdle stretch through the other leg. Lovely, good. This time I'm just going to open out the chest as well. I'm just pushing onto my lower back. There, I'm keeping my weight right in the middle where I know that's where it's needed for that front of thigh stretch. Good work. Drop your shoulders down, squeeze your elbows together. And then I push back. Sitting back right on that knee if you want to, or keeping it up, but again, my hips back, slightly tilted, backwards and up, to get the most out of that stretch, like you would do if you were standing up. Get that hamstring stretch. Lovely, good. Then I'm going to come up. One leg straight, other leg over it, sit right on your bottom bones, and bringing that leg across for that glute stretch, and then really opening out the chest as well. You've done those heavy weight lifts for me, which was a lot of pec work as well, and then also the facing down ones, a lot of pec work. So really open it out. Lovely, good. Other leg, change it over, up, tall, turn, and really feel that you're right on those bottom bones. You've got nice and tall. Don't sink through the spine. Really keep it nice and tall and straight. Lovely, good. I'm coming over to my front. I'm going to do just a little cat-cow stretch. So again, pushing up, stretch between those shoulder blades. They've worked again for us today, keeping them either down and solid or letting them do the lifts for me. Okay, dropping down into that cow position. Just soften your elbows, weight goes back slightly, comes back into the middle. I come up, I push back, I walk back with my hands into that downward dog position. Lovely, good. Now you can either bend your legs here or keep them straight, but really keep your zip and hollow on no matter which one you're doing. And I'm coming up, okay, up to the top. Lovely, good. Just opening out that chest again, just getting a little bit of movement through. And that up. Just feel nice and loose this time with the arms. Lovely, good. And then back in. Getting that little stretch again between those shoulder blades. And that little tip forward. And we're coming up. And again going down. And coming up. And well done. Just give it just a little kick out and just a little shake off. Good work, well done. I'm just going to get that little up to the top. And remember, I've now grown up really nice and tall, feeling tall here. And then coming down into the middle. Then that really big breath in. And then squeeze those abs and down and feel that you're nice and straight all the way through, you're zipped and hollowed. And then again, that little shake off. Okay, very well done today. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed teaching it to you. And again, that progressive, you know, as we get slightly more tired as we go through, but we manage with that progression and we manage to keep that good form each time, that will really add to your strength. Okay, I will see you again next time. Bye for now.